Christ in you, people of God. This is Walk the Calling podcast here at Pensa Ghana Conference 2025. And we have here with us Joe Bruni. We are going to have interesting conversations here of what has happened so far during the previous days and today. So do stay with us and let's talk. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Najomo.
Yes, how has it been so far for you?
Excellent experience. Experience. Like, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
And I'm sad for all those who didn't come. But hey,
we listen.
We don't judge.
Exactly. That's true. So the opening session, we had Apostle Emmanuel Bequin speak to us. And I think that was a powerful opening.
God. See, people are blessed. The administration was just powerful. He changed the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And the mandates that we should carry mantles and not just offices is something that I'm keeping with me for life.
Yes. I think young people are fighting for the offices. A lot of people are fighting. People go to the extent of dressing for the office. I mean, we are stressing ourselves.
But yeah, beyond the offices, you need to have the mantles. Because if you do not have the power to back what you are saying you are, then I mean, what's the essence?
What's the essence? Exactly. Even following that, the next day we had Apostle Mike Etru speak to us. It was a great exposition.
Yes, on fasting and prayer, and I think I learned a lot from that. That we are supposed to be people who know how to wait as Christians. We should know how to fast and pray, because that is the way we will be able to solve certain cases. That is the way we will be able to walk.
Exactly. But I mean, half of the time we would be fasting and we're on TikTok. Then we're looking at the trends, reels, people are dancing.
Because it's crazy. But yeah, you need to know how to focus in the waiting period.
Yeah,
you need to know how to focus, how to have intimacy, how to build a solid relationship with God, because that is where we begin to know Him and know His will for our lives. So I think that was a very solid exposition. We thank our Father for that. That was very powerful.
I think one thing he also spoke about, one thing that can help us to focus is to plan ahead. Like, have a plan of what you're going to do. You're waiting. Let's say, today I'm fasting
because you are hungry or something. My God.
Or you don't have money. The economy is killing you.
Let's plan ahead. It's something that would help us actually make good use of the fasting experience.
I think this year I have to take the waiting bit, the personal retreat bit seriously.
Big things are coming this week.
Oh yes, that's very true. And you know where Elder
Paul Mantels?
Yes.
My God.
Yes, he spoke about having to live the life, Christ-like life in the public
spaces, public spheres. Like, solid exposition in how he showed that you must be shameless about your calling. But even beyond that, you should be very excellent in it, to the point where they cannot do away with you. The world doesn't want us. But if you are so good, I mean, they can't do away with you, and that's an opportunity to make Christ known.
That's true. But even at the point where he was talking about he standing up to a table of intellectuals, lawyers, and I'm like, will I be able to defend my faith in front of intellectuals? Because they would, of course, come back at you with a lot of things. Would he be able to speak? And he had evidence. Like, he showed working receipts. He has receipts. Like, it was good. I was like,
it pays to be a learned person. It really pays to be a learned person. Because he made mention of the fact that there are certain people you will not be able to have access to because you are not in the space they are. And that's true. Why you should be someone who is in a position of authority or a position of leadership, because you'd have the avenue to actually interact with people and then go further by introducing them to Christ, just in case they don't know. And I think that was a very powerful ministry. That's one of the
that's true. And actually, now chats GPT.
AI.
Please, right now when people are looking for scriptures and they don't know the scripture, they'll be like, which verse has love? Then you have a whole list. But you know, this morning, Elder Romeo Ketia spoke a lot about AI, the advantages, and I think we close our eyes on the disadvantages. We feel like this is for us, this come to help us. So even when we can say this is dangerous, we feel like
as if you want to test the capability of AI. A lot of people have undermined the influence AI can have on someone's psychology, right? A lot of people have not been able to identify the effects that using AI in certain spaces may have on them psychologically. He gave examples of people who have compromised their careers, right,
because of AI,
using AI in certain dubious ways. And I think that brings to our attention the need to actually be vigilant in terms of our morality, because if you are someone with strong morals, you would actually be able to overcome these level of temptations. But he also made mention that AI is very beneficial.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We should be actively involved in the donation of accurate data to help the machine learning models, and that's something that's perfect. And I know that the Church of Pentecost is going somewhere good with this. So.
Yeah, that's true. I think basically, right, whether we like it or not, AI is here to stay. We can't sack it. So what we have to do is to make sure that we align. See, the truth is that if you don't have a good basis,
where are you going? I mean, the world is growing, so you would have to grow with it.
Yeah, so as a Christian, we need to have good basis as a Christian. So whatever may come, there are new things, new inventions that will come up in this life. Like things will change. Exactly. But when your basics are strong in your Christian faith, I don't think things will shake you that much.
We are not moved. We are taking over.
And we are walking the calling. Yeah, so I think following up when the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana.
My VC.
Hey, please. My former VC too.
No.
Yeah, when she came on stage, she said something that shook me when she spoke about let me read for that part. When she spoke about academic excellence, and she said it's not just about good grades.
And I was like, what else? Isn't it the GPA we are looking for? Like,
I mean, if I get all A's, not academic excellence. Hey, and she spoke about academic excellence, loving to learn. And then, did you see her hear the remarks?
In my head, I was like, how can I love something that stresses me?
Everybody was like, hey.
And then she went on to make a solid point, buttressing that if you actually want to excel at what you do, you would have to love it.
Yeah.
And so I realized that I would actually have to love learning so that I can do well at learning, and that's something I'm very happy I'm learning. So yeah,
actually,
guys should watch out.
Loving learning, yeah. A baddie.
But yeah, God is our helper.
So yes. And then the time management bit. So when she was speaking about the fact that if you don't want to get first class, that's from the beginning level 100. Someone said, let's start at level 300. I mean, young people, when people are used to the stress, I think we like it.
We like the thrill of the last minute.
Yes.
Last minute learners.
Now for book. Then you post meme. Then you read. Then you post meme. Then you... It's crazy, but I think what she's saying is true. I think it worked for her, and it has proven to work for people, a lot of people as well. But it's sad. But our generation, we think differently. But hopefully, after this conference, we'll learn to take some things from, because where she's gotten to is far enough for us to know that what she's saying
is true,
has results.
Yeah. And there are researchers that prove that fact. The Bible has also told us that we should go back to the ancient parts. We should ask the ancient parts. So once we have our fathers, our mothers actually teaching us, once we pick them, I know that we are definitely hitting the world with what they don't know is coming. We are coming to shake them, and we are walking the calling.
Walking the calling. Yes, that's true. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to wrap up this conversation. It's so sad, but personally, I think I'm so glad I came. I couldn't come last year. I couldn't come last 2 years in person. I watched the video. Some of you are watching the videos at home, network, they'll call you, mom will call you, go and cook go and watch the dishes. But being here in person, participating,
it's a different experience. Like, I'm sad for those who missed it. I'm genuinely sad for you. Like, you have no excuse but to come here next year. So you would have to be here next year, because Pensa Ghana conference is something else. So
Joe, like right now, the way we are filled, and we are not done. We have chairmans coming to us tomorrow to worship with us. Yes. What are you looking forward to?
This is an experience I don't think I'm going to get over shortly, and I'm anticipating it because this is like my first time going to meet the man or sitting under his ministry. And I'm very excited because you listen to his sermons, his remarks, his corrections, his advice, and it's just on point.
Please, front seat is for you.
I'm coming to open this auditorium.
You better do, because like I only see it too.
Hey, tomorrow who is not coming early?
Yes.
But it's going to be a powerful ministration once again. We have a lot to carry. We have a lot to take us through the year, and I know I'm definitely walking the calling this year. So
yes. I think we thank God, and we thank God for lives of our fathers for placing this Pensa Ghana conference strategically at the beginning of the year, because this strategic.
Imagine doing this in the middle of the year. Like, you would have probably wasted.
Yes, this strategic for the youth. Like, we can't have it any other way. Thank you so much, Joe, for joining me. Yes, once again, Christ in you, the hope of glory. Thank you for staying with us and listening to our story session. We've had an interesting interaction with Joe. This has been good. Unfortunately, we have to wrap up here, and I want to tell you, if you couldn't join us, that's fine. We hope to see you next year, but the sermons will be on our social media platforms. We want you to listen, soak the word. I have a friend who doesn't listen to sermon. He said he soaks the sermon. Yes, so you want to soak the sermon. Even if you were here, going forward, make sure you listen to it. Let it become part of you, because the walking the calling, and then 1 day and then 2 days, and then 365 days and beyond till Jesus comes again. So thank you so much once again. This is Walk the Calling podcast with Pensa Ghana Conference 2025, and thank you. Have a blessed year.